Bam, we're live. Good morning.
Morning.
Morning. What time is it where you're at?
9 a.m.
Ah. 2 hours. 2 hours difference.
Yeah.
I got this ice bath. Jeez Louise, this shirt has a lot of fuzz on it.
From your dog?
No, I don't know what it is, the dryer or whatnot. I don't know what shirt. I've asked Travis at Vindicate, like, if he uses different shirts, and I thought he said he always uses the same shirt, but there's no way because this Colt Merton shirt is the best. This Merton versus everyone is the best. Like,
Is it Comfort Colors?
I don't know what it is, but
Comfort Colors are the best ones.
it fits perfect. It fits perfect. It feels perfect. I love this shirt.
Where do you get it? Is it from Vindicate?
Yeah, I assume it came in the mail.
Nice.
Dope. It fits absolutely perfect. Hello, Francois. No, Franco. Good morning, Francois. Bronze medal for Truth or Consequences. Well, that means you were third here. Yeah, fair enough. All right. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Young. Joseph Ramirez. You were nominated as one of the nicest people in the chat. No, I had tacos. Bruce had tacos. Dave had tacos. Only Sevon had a spicy margarita. I had one spicy margarita and a Topo Chica, like right next to it. And then when I finished, Chico, and then when I finished the spicy margarita, I take the Topo Chico and I fill my my spicy margarita glass with it. Yo,
buddy,
what's up, dude?
Nothing. How are you?
I'm great. I was just discussing our lunch. I was the only one who had a margarita, but we all had tacos. You ordered, and then everyone just said, "I'll get what Greg got." So much easier. Right? Yeah, you always order good, and it's so much easier.
You were the only one that had a margarita?
Yeah. Well, me and the only person that the audience knows. One other person had a margarita, but the audience doesn't know him. Mark.
Okay.
I don't think he had a margarita though. He gets something in some fancy cup.
I don't know how I missed that.
Oh. You were pretty focused. You were having fun.
I gotta go back. I owe a margarita.
Oh, Caleb disappeared. Did you see I guess pre-copies of that glass box book came out?
Oh yeah. What is it? What am I?
By non-binary. I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Am I a racist? A sexist?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know because yeah, the most you can know about it is like in there in that writing.
You're a divisive founder. That's who you are.
Ah, yes.
Divisive.
What's funny is the next sentence is
I would have, you know what? The problem with denying that is that the essence of what pride I have is my ability to divide good from bad, true from false, right from wrong.
Oh, yes. I agree.
It may be that everyone was getting along fine until I came in the room.
Yes.
Which is like what? The emperor's got no clothes on. There you go, stirring shit again.
The plan to invent or create a method or to dispose device. I'm looking for this.
It's negative. You know why?
Why?
He was in constant contact with me, like birth announcements and acting like a true buddy. I didn't perceive him to be as much quite. But I'm open, you know what I mean?
Oh, the author.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then all of a sudden I don't hear from him at all.
He was busy writing.
I think it's been finished a long time. I think it was finished before he met me. I wasn't a source, so I let him come around. I don't regret.
What I thought was I have not seen the book, and I guess they're sending out like copies that are like there was a word for them. It's before the final print is gone into. Say it again.
Embargoed.
Embargoed. Yeah, maybe there was another word I heard too that basically like the spelling and grammar and shit like that might not be completely tuned up yet. It's like going through a final proof. But what I saw was a list of people who were quoted in the book, and I found it absolutely fascinating. But he never contacted me, not for this. This guy's tried to contact me before. I want nothing to do with him. But what I thought was interesting is all the people I saw that were interviewed were people who've made a living off of deciding whether you should use a chrome bar or a black bar on sunny days, or the difference between pushing a sled on wet turf and dry turf, and are fighting over the names of workouts, whether they should, you know what I mean? They didn't interview, obviously they didn't interview me, and I fancy myself as probably outside of you having the best optics of anyone in the history of CrossFit. I would say that. And then, but it's just amazing. I haven't seen one thing that says, like, what I would title the book or have in there at least is, hey, nothing that's been introduced to humans on planet Earth has added more value or days to anyone's life than this methodology that anyone can do for free, easily. And he used to start his lecture saying, hey, I don't know why you're here paying $1,000 because you can get all this shit on the internet if you can run it like an 11-year-old.
Yeah, nothing a reasonably bright 10-year-old, nothing you'll hear this weekend, with one exception. There's nothing you're going to learn this weekend that a reasonably bright 10-year-old couldn't have pulled off of the internet in the past 90 minutes. And so here you are, you paid $1,000. What are you here to hear? And it looks like that. You think that's fucking parallel?
Yeah. So
you're 15 degrees above parallel. So
yeah.
You can't get that feedback. You know, what happens for the most honest of people, and this is why the male and female reaction was frankly very different to the seminar. But a lot of people come in experts and leave understanding there's a lot they need to learn.
What did you mean by that? The difference between male and female's reaction to the seminars?
Well, a guy will, let's just take a Gold's Gym exercise. A guy will tell you he curled 225, and everyone at the counter looks at each other. And we watched you build up, and it was 185, and you did that right in the middle of Motley Crue's second cut on the third album, and you looked over and talked to the chick at the water fountain, and we all think you're fucking her. I mean, the punters how the only thing, it's like fish. We're watching, and we're watching you, and we don't look right at you. I'm looking at you in the mirror, and you think I'm not looking at you,
right?
So a guy will come up and say he did 225 for 12, and we're now, dude, that was 185 by 10.
Mm-hmm.
And a chick will be curling a bar and telling you, I can't do this, it's too heavy. And so a girl's got no problem with that's not how that's done. And a guy would almost rather fucking take the vice grips to a nut. Many guys.
Right. I know you're generalizing.
And be publicly told that that's not how that's done.
Wow.
I mean, imagine Dan John's sense of the world when he came down to do an Olympic lifting cert at 260 pounds or whatever he fucking weighed, and a nationally competitive weightlifter, to only be bested in the clean and jerk and smashed by a 145-year-old high school kid. Imagine that. And it's not everyone processes that shit well.
I was looking at the
it was Matt Mast versus Dan John. If he put and Matt's got like jeans and a sweatshirt and Dan John's in a singlet, he would have put the singlet on. Matt would have looked like a basset hound. It's funny.
I just and it's 363 or 43 pages. I forget how many pages it is, but
It's
I just haven't. Yeah, it's a lot. I just haven't heard just the list of people that I saw interviewed. Their expertise is in thruster racing, and which is cool. But I just I haven't seen anything that talks about like what it. The whole reason why we all got into it is because, hey, somehow we realized, holy shit, if you're going to be here on planet Earth, you better be doing this to optimize your experience on Earth.
It's a book on the sport.
It is a book on the sport?
Maybe, I'm asking.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, but you know what? Look, a couple things operative here for me. First off, let's just assume I ran CrossFit poorly and it's being run great now, and the fewer affiliates that are there are even better ones. Okay.
Yeah.
It's all better. Suppose let's just I have no idea what's going on financially, but let's assume it's all tremendously positive.
Mm-hmm.
I know this. When I ran it, maybe it's because of the divisive character I was, there was much greater outside interest. And so we've got a video clip of CrossFit in pop culture that runs 10 minutes, and it's fucking everything from Family Guy to The Simpsons. There's CrossFit reference. And that's not going to happen anymore. And what happened was that we were truly authentic renegades with a huge don't give a fuck attitude. And all the little mice that make cartoons and TV shows noticed us and poked fun, and it was good, from Marky Mark to everybody. Everyone weighed in. You know the clip I'm talking about?
Yeah. I think Jay Vera put it together. I don't know. Is it?
No, but it's just like pop culture stuff. Like this is just a reference to
Non-stop, and none of it's more than 10 seconds, and it's piece after piece after piece. Do you want it? I got it.
Oh yeah, if you see it, pull it up. I remember every time it popped up in The Simpsons, it was awesome. Like the kids were if you were punished, you had to go do CrossFit.
Yeah, it was and
that was good.
Even I'm not going to look for it hard, but
yeah, and this is another thing. The people they sent screeners to made me giggle. The clout chasing by those folks. Yeah, it's lowest common denominator shit.
Yeah, that's.
But I have my bias because I'm not a fan of anyone who works at the New York Times, and especially him.
Oh, I'll find all kinds of other stuff. I'm not going to do it, but it was cute. I'll bring it up.
I'll find it sooner or later.
And it's a Vimeo. And
Caleb, did you see we can stream live to Vimeo now?
Yeah, I did. I think we need to make an account there.
Okay, I'll do that today.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. Now all we have to do is get access to stream on Rumble. I don't know why StreamYard can't figure that out.
Rumble sucks.
I know, but it's a good place to be.
I know.
Their player is just a disaster. Rewind, forward, all that shit.
It's pretty shitty.
But. Is it?
Oh, it's so rough. YouTube is so clean and simple, and we're so trained in it. And then you go to Vimeo and you try to scrub around, and the whole thing's a mess. It's crazy how many huge organizations have tried to run things on there too. But there are some huge shows on there. I think that's where Charlie Kirk had most of his audience.
Rumble?
Yeah, on Rumble.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Is that where is Nick Fuentes there? Is that where he is?
Probably, yeah. I don't know where I watch his stuff.
Here, I think I found it. And I apologize for even. I'm always entertained by it, and I don't see it enough, and I've not done anything to save this, and I should, because it's kind of cool.
Did you find it on YouTube?
No, in my messages, I searched that foolishly, like I think too many people probably do.
Is that something that Jay Vera
he did?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it.
Hey, when you left CrossFit, were you able to migrate all of your emails?
I got a frozen copy of Greg at CrossFit.com that's unsearchable.
I was going to say, because I tried to migrate mine and I couldn't.
Yeah, but
that was a shame. That really bummed me out. Because I just used it as my personal one. That was probably stupid of me.
So I was saying that this kind of reference won't continue. Did you get that? I sent it to the two of you.
I haven't got it.
Oh, that's bad. Oh, it's in Brown and Matt, and not a Caleb one. I think you sent me the.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Send it over to Caleb. Oh, yeah. Nick came out as gay. That's cool. Good for him. Good on him. I don't know if you're joking. Nick Fuentes.
Oh.
I don't know if he really did. She might be just fooling around, but he's definitely gay. 100%. Oh yeah, I forgot about this guy.
Well, if you don't know what CrossFit is the workout craze just sweeping the nation.
There's so many CrossFit locations. I actually went online and you can go find like a CrossFit map, and it's a map of CrossFit locations. And these red dots, these are actual CrossFit locations. Let's just zoom in a little closer. So this is where Littlefield is. That little star, and everything else is CrossFit locations. Like, that is a form of gentrification I was not prepared for. I did not in any way expect it to turn into like upwardly mobile, really strong people who could push me out of my neighborhood physically.
Becky and I joined CrossFit together.
Jesus.
For those of you who don't know, it's like military moves, push-ups, pull-ups, that kind of thing. They'd put a big tractor tire in the parking lot and they'd sit Becky in it, and I'd pull her across the parking lot while she held her purse.
You know who you doing CrossFit? Black people. They can play real sports.
I went to the CrossFit Games.
The CrossFit Games.
Yeah.
100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 air squats, and then another mile run.
I love that it was designed to help push us, help humble us.
I haven't seen this, or I forgot.
This is awesome.
Hip-hop magnate Rick Ross is a music industry heavyweight.
I put a twist on that CrossFit. You hear me screaming CrossFit, I'm screaming CrossFit.
You don't know that my girl been doing CrossFit. Gun pop, hit your ass with a cross kick. Pulling air out, way out, you exhausted. No, she gonna slide anytime you bitches talk shit. Keep a little blade in a fucking little cross kid. No one say hi to me without her. Better pay your respect to the queen. Better do that shit without a flirt. Gotta respect the HBIC. Couple of things that you need to know if you still wanna be friends with me. So if you cross her, then you cross me, cross me, cross me.
Oh, I forgot about Aoki.
I'm real CrossFit, you understand? I'm fit for the cross, not the crucifixion, you dig?
Holy shit.
Woo! That CrossFit workout was amazing.
Coach Trey is awesome. Remember when he put a protein bar against his crotch and pretended to jack off all over the yoga class? So funny.
Oh, CrossFit kicks so much ass.
Give it a rest, Klaus. You're not a CrossFitter.
Yeah, but I'm totally gonna hit it when my shoulder feels better. Sure, Fish.
You guys do CrossFit?
You can cross fuck off.
Crossbar.
Great show.
Oh, yeah. I'm already hooked.
You guys will be spending the rest of the semester doing mandatory CrossFit.
No rep.
No rep.
No rep.
Here, have some pizza.
Oh, you know what? Isn't that? It's like, it's very bad.
Exercise for 16.
At a CrossFit gym, AMRAP stands for this. And the higher the number, the better. There's as many reps as possible.
I am in for the swole enchilada.
Thank you, CrossFit.
Oh my God.
Oh, I forgot about this guy too.
Seth, where did you two say you met again?
CrossFit.
The high intensity interval training keeps me in shape for fighting wildlings, while the increased muscle mass helps me defend the Seven Kingdoms against 55-foot giants.
Yeah, this guy's got a dream. And it's us. Making it. Getting married, moving out to the countryside, having a family. 3 boys and 2 more boys. Enough for a basketball team. And I'll develop a CrossFit program and patent it. and I'll rule the CrossFit world. You by my side.
You don't even know how good that is. In patent. Yes.
Okay, I've been going to the gym. I've been doing CrossFit.
First rule of CrossFit, always talk about CrossFit. Exactly.
My CrossFit group text is going crazy for Jack's first solid food video.
I wish I could, but I got CrossFit.
What I do is more like CrossFit.
Always full of surprises.
Members of the NYPD CrossFit team are working out their bodies and their minds.
We are connected. We're working out with each other. We're cheering each other on. And it's amazing because the last person to finish gets cheered on the loudest. And that does something for you. It helps build you up.
By struggling through the workouts together, CrossFit helps people stay on track.
Let's go.
This is CrossFit at one of the highest security prisons in Colorado.
We have witnessed people discover who they are, discover that they care about other people, change their entire lives.
You certainly shouldn't let age or anything else.
Oh my God.
Part of the benefit of CrossFit is that it helps ease that aging process.
That's why Dr. Emery looks 26 when he's actually 46.
At 77 years old, why push yourself this hard?
Because I like it. I love it. I want to stay
Get
out
him.
of the nursing home.
Sports cardiology at Emory now.
Emery is? Mike Emery?
At Cleveland Clinic. Mike Emery is.
Wow.
Vacation is down. I'm alive, and I'm working, and I'm doing.
Recent study shows people 55 and older are the fastest growing group that are joining health clubs. How about that? You never worked out?
No.
Until you were 77.
No. South Brooklyn CrossFit is my family, my children. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart.
Okay, now let me explain why I dug that up. Clearly it got the world's attention.
Right.
Did you hear my name mentioned once, or me, or a picture of me?
No.
Okay, if I could have done all of that and been unknown, I would have preferred that.
Mm.
I also thought that the fact that we don't know what Susan Powder recommended or what her prescription dietary or exercise was, we remember her and Jack LaLanne. And we go through all these fucking heroes all the way back. And I don't know what they did, but they're personality driven. And I had something that I thought transcended personality. And if there were a way to do this and be invisible, I tried. I think everyone, I wasn't looking to have my picture taken. I've had my picture taken for 1,000 lifetimes, given my personality. And the loss of anonymity was costly to me personally. Fucking like, yikes, you're having a beer and someone's over there looking at their phone and trying to take your picture and look you up and wants to talk to you. But if there was a way to achieve what we've achieved and to have the impact we did and to be other than divisive, I'd like to know what the fuck that is, because I'd have done that.
Right.
I try to be invisible, but if you can do it without and being the nice guy, and I remember some of the maybe even overreactions I had to people and things, and we were.
Well, in a world where you can drink, the powers that be are telling you it's okay to drink 1 Coke a day. 4 to 5 doctors say it's okay to smoke cigarettes. The presidential fitness exam is taken away. There's no mention of mitochondria and health. How could it not be divisive?
I wonder as much. I wonder as much.
I know that's what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great point. And so that's what I mean. Why
does loading up the lifeboats have to be so rude and yell?
And so that characterization of it,
I'm so good with it. I wouldn't give 10 cents to have it otherwise. And I was explaining to someone Emily was saying that I might need some PR after this comes out. And I don't want any fucking PR. I don't live in a world where there's nothing important to me that depends on whether someone thinks I'm a pervert or a drunk or rude or divisive. There's no opinion of me that really impacts my life.
Right.
It doesn't affect my interest in non-replicating university primary research. It doesn't affect, the guys are going to keep plastering my pool. I've risen beyond that fray. And my God, I wouldn't give it up for anything in the world. It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing to be doing something important and have retards fucking chipping away over your shoulder. People have never accomplished anything and don't even understand what you're saying, criticizing. It makes good and effective people not want to help make the world better.
Do you remember when the CDC put that meme out making fun of ivermectin? They said they made it look like it was a horse paste. Don't take the horse paste.
Yeah.
That's what I feel. That's what I feel it's like when people take shots at something that's as profound as CrossFit in the community. I feel like, hey, that you're doing the exact same thing. And a time when ivermectin is extremely valuable, for some reason you found as the and some people still trust the New York Times. And they think it holds some water. And so for it to do anything besides point to it as a way like, hey, your grandparents can get 10 years on their lives if they start this shit, it's just disingenuous to me. I don't like it.
Hey,
I don't like it at all.
Dermatologist friend of Will's is saying you come to me with someone that's got 5 squamous cells, whatever, that need treating on the face, tiny as you want. And you pick the 2 you want me to put a paste of ivermectin on. And let's do that for 6 weeks, and you tell me what the clinical result is. He goes, or do you want to take the soldering iron to it?
Wow. And what were the results? Have they done it yet?
Yeah, he's doing it all the time. He had a patient show him.
Wow.
And so all kinds of people are making the paste. The language around the 2 repurposed drugs and the molecular biology of all of that, the way those drugs work on parasites, the metabolism that parasites run on, the metabolism that the oncocell runs on, all of this is just really basic clinical science. And the effort that it takes to disrupt it creates a consternation and a discordance and a dis-ease in the purveyors that's rather interesting. So when a family member tells the doctor that someone said that ivermectin and mebendazole having a therapeutic effect on prostate cancer, the oncologist's immediate reaction is, if you want to die, that's what you do.
Wow.
Which is inappropriate reaction to anything that could possibly come out of your mouth. There's nothing that you could say where that's the right thing to say. And you have to ask yourself, what makes someone utter something so fucking wrong? And the problem is that the person has been exposed to some compelling evidence regarding that, whether it would have to be something clinical. I think there's an enormous amount of discomfort that just comes out of coming to terms with it being metabolic.
Do you know a story of a doctor that said that?
Oh, yes, I do. To family. And his reluctance to go that route evaporated on hearing that what was an obviously outrageous comment to even a guy that's not super sophisticated. Hey, there's a lot in front of us right now in medicine that's just off the rails, fucking wrong. And I want to mention it again. How about the people that the woman that her husband hasn't turned off the lights to fuck her because she has a patch of psoriasis on her elbow?
Right.
Commercial, traumatized. You think no one notices? They all do. Girl by the pool, and they're all looking at her. What are they doing? They're talking about it. Look at that. What's on her knees? It's like a piece of filmmaking. It's fucking art. And in the end, it's all dark behind us. I can't live with this anymore. And it's like they're all laughing at you by the poolside. So you might as well go and either kill yourself in this dark room because you can't live with it anymore, or take this shit. which
Yeah.
can cause leprosy, you know.
Right.
Oh, fucking amazing. Amazing. Disease shaming like I've never heard of before. Every child's, you know, who doesn't have a 3-year-old? You see a kid, someone in just in a horrible medical condition, and you don't stare. Come on, be cool. Just talk normal. You know what I mean? You train,
Yeah.
out of a matter of decency, you try and get people to behave different from that with someone that's afflicted. Well, how about elevating a minor affliction to the point your husband can't stand the sight of you because of the dry spot on your fucking elbow?
If you're married to someone who can't stand the psoriasis on your knee, you have bigger problems than
Psoriasis, yes.
than your psoriasis.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Good. Thank God for the psoriasis. You got to figure that out. Hey, check this out. This
Good
is
head.
my neighbor's building without permits.
Oh, I love this story already.
One of the guys comes up and says, "Oh, my name is Emmanuel, whatever." And he goes, "I don't know if you know, but I'm working next door at your neighbor's house." And I was like, "Dude, I know all the guys. I've been moving vehicles for 2 years for them. Like, who the fuck are you, right?"
Yeah.
Check out what he tells me. He goes, "We were digging and we noticed that you have a leak in your main."
Oh boy.
Did you put it there?
And I told him that, well, thank fucking God that you were digging, because that could have gone unnoticed for a decade. And I go, let me ask, when you were digging, did you uncover enough dirt that was keeping the leak from showing and it sprayed up into the air? Am I that lucky that I had this massive leak that we would never known about? Like, it's just, it's so obvious bullshit. And by coincidence, I'm reading Theodore Dalrymple's The Knife Went In. And it's a guy describing the homicide that has put him in the prison for the rest of his life. You know, we were wrestling and then the knife went in, you know? It's to put that in that passive voice to remove yourself. It's just, it's a beautiful fucking thing. It's just a wonderful bit of let's call it mental illness, given voice. You're getting to hear what it's like to think all fucked up. The knife went in.
How did that resolve the leak in the main?
I sent my guy over and make sure they don't just put some bubble gum over it, because they had to. And he went over there and says, "If you guys don't know how to fix that, we've got the crew and the equipment here."
Was it obvious that they hit it?
I didn't go out and look, but as soon as the guy comes up and tells me that we were digging and noticed a leak in your main and we have to turn your water off, I know he just fucking hit my main with the backhoe. I don't need anything explained to me. And I also, thank God, I'm going with the construction outfit I am, because my guy was laughing. He's like, do you know how easy it gets to be, hey, we fucked up. Sorry, we're going to fix it. We'll make it right. You know?
The main is what brings water onto the property?
Yeah.
Like your shower water and your drinking water and shit?
And not at the new build, but at the next door house, the guest house.
How big is the main? Is it?
I don't know. I didn't go out to look. I sent someone I know and is honest and knows every facet of building. So
Yeah. Wow. Oh boy. How close are they to finishing that house in the front?
I think they're very close. It is looking cool.
It is, okay. And he never got in trouble for not using permits and shit?
You know, I don't have any firsthand details. I hear from the guys.
God, that's crazy. You know, some bad shit can happen. They can come tell you to tear it all back down.
It's a risk I wouldn't take, but I don't like doing things that way anyways.
My dad had this huge skylight in one of the buildings he owned. It was like a 10-foot by 10-foot skylight, and he replaced it himself, and it cost him like $20,000. And then his tenant fucking reported him for doing it without a permit, and he had to spend $60,000 then after that to have it torn out and rebuilt and permitted just to replace an old skylight. That's in Berkeley. Ever since I heard that story, I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah, you know me, I want to follow all the rules because I don't want the encounter.
Someone saying I'm muted.
No, you're not. I just went and looked at the stream. It's fine.
Oh, okay. You all are muted. I hear everyone fine.
Brian, it might be a local phenomenon.
I don't even understand this question. Greg, if it was completely up to you, who would you choose to move into the new house? Well, kid number 3 and 4, me and my wife. I don't understand that question.
Hey,
Thank you, Pat.
so I got that new truck, the Hill.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah. Now Maggie's getting one, but
She.
And it's all good. I mean, it makes sense to both of us.
What's the truck?
It's a.
Yeah, what is she getting?
She's getting a. Look it up. It's a Grand Design.
RV.
Lineage. F series.
Oh, I see it.
But it's the R version. 41.
R41?
42. R42, limited 42. It's got the bigger wheels.
This thing?
Yeah, but it's the F series. It's the 43 upgrade. That's it.
Jesus Christ. That's awesome.
Look inside. So there's nothing that's gonna even with the fifth wheel that could sleep 9. I can't pack 9 people into it, and I can't legally drive in every state. You don't want to put kids in the back of that tin can.
No.
Seat belted seats, and there is no RV that's got 7 or 9 seat belted seats, except my bus, which is 4-wheel drive. So
it's got a slide. It's 31 feet long.
Yeah.
I used to drive a 32-foot motorhome double slide out.
Oh, that's so sick.
I got it at Mike.
Is there a bed up top here?
Thompson's.
Yeah.
Over the cab?
Yeah. Sleep 5 to 7. And mine will sleep 2 or 3.
Oh, so much for going solo. That's so she can chase you with the kids wherever you go.
It's great. And it can't go everywhere I can go. So
dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. But,
RVs are so sick.
She's now open to like the National Park Tour.
Hell yeah.
Oh God, your kids will love that. I
Yeah.
did that with my dad when I was a kid.
Mike Holdsworth, Matt's brother, was saying that when he comes to Barrett-Jackson, he gets a 2-month spot at North Scottsdale RV Park. And he says it's like a mecca. Like they've got a swimming pool and a slide and all kinds of shit, a rec room. You got a bar. It's like I've never seen that world. I know nothing about RV parks.
Dude, they're awesome.
They are
like
fun. They are
neighborhood.
fun. A nice one. They are fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're sweet.
I mean, there's one that had a high dive and the best burger you could get and like all this shit. And everyone's riding around on bikes. And
yep.
Yeah, kids love that shit. What's crazy too is they cost as much now to stay in as like a hotel cost when I was a kid. It's like $150 a night, but they are so fun if you're a kid.
Did you see the comparison of the Disney World to a week at Disney World versus 2 weeks at a Michelin 5-star resort in France?
No.
Oh yeah, the Disney's way more expensive. And it was just run-of-the-mill hotels. Like you're just trying to make it cope. Just minimize your expense at Disney World versus going all out in Europe. Europe wins.
Hey, when does she take possession of that?
In August, we're actually custom ordering the R.
Oh, that's awesome. Tell her congratulations. That's so cool. She probably already has a trip planned.
I'm excited by it because for me, what mine represents is a mobile office.
You just put Starlink on there, and
I have a Starlink Mini, which turns my cell phone, my iPhone, into a satellite phone with perfect connectivity, is the claim, while streaming movies anywhere on Earth. So it's funny. Iridium has been crushed by the Starlink Mini, and I have an Iridium satellite phone, but their available satellites is dwarfed by what Elon's got up, and the throughput is reflected.
Hey,
Starlink works so good.
I don't know if this is true, but I remember I think selling motorhomes, gas-powered motorhomes in California is illegal. I don't think you can buy and register a gas-powered motorhome in California anymore.
What?
Is that La Mesa RV in Sacramento that we went to? That was just full of these things, several million square feet.
You probably heard rumors about California upcoming RV ban, and you're right to be concerned. Starting January 2025, several states won't allow the sale of new motorhomes over 8,500 pounds as part of their push towards zero-emission vehicles. How much does that thing weigh that you're getting? Do you know how much yours weighs?
22,000. Mine's 15 or something.
Yeah, you can't buy that. God, it's so crazy, man. I drove by Mike Thompson's the other day, and it was still in business. You know Mike Thompson's RV? You always see it on the freeway.
Mine up in Sacramento.
But is it registered in Arizona?
It is indeed.
Yeah.
So maybe that's it. They make it an Arizona sale.
You'll find some possible workarounds if you're looking to own a motorhome in California or other ACT states. If you plan to register your RV in a non-ACT state, you can still purchase non-compliant motorhomes. Non-compliant, asshole. Additionally, used motorhomes with over 7,500 miles can be registered in California, providing another option for potential buyers.
So check out this thing you're looking at. I think that's Maggie's there. The body of it has seat-belted seats, so the kids can legally be in there.
Oh yeah, on these chairs, on these bench seats.
Yeah, and you can reconfigure it too. Pretty flexible in configuration. And so what's cool is that we cruising down the road, they can get up and grab something out of the fridge and get back in their seat, right?
Yeah. That's awesome.
I think it's cool. I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah, that's so fun.
Oh, a gas stove too. That's the best.
I'm trying not to go anywhere. I don't want to do anything touristy anymore.
What's that? Wait, go back. What's that thing on the counter? What's that thing on the counter?
This right here.
Going into the sink, yeah. Is that
It's
for smoothies or something?
For cups. You press it down and then it washes the cup from the inside.
Oh shit.
Oh. Gotta have that.
Pretty
That's
sweet.
sick, yeah.
Very, very necessary amenity.
And the TV right above it.
Mine has the TV over the sleeper or like above the cab here.
We've learned to make television of iPads.
Yeah.
And so the big TV in the room doesn't the big iPad up on a stand works pretty nice, especially if Bluetooth to what are the little speakers? These things. The 13-inch iPad with a pair of these sitting somewhere.
Nice.
It's like, holy cow. The whole family of 7 can watch the shit out of anything.
Ken Glassman Jr. Dad, why did you leave Netflix? Where do these people pop up from?
It's good. I'd love the chance to explain that again.
Please.
I don't think that more science or more understanding of the science is going to have an impact on metabolic disease. I think that when Banting wrote The Corpulent Disease hundreds of years ago, every generation has someone who is well known and discovered for advocating the position that carbohydrates are toxic. And I've watched several casts of these guys get old and die. And my kids are going to have someone in their generation that comes up with the crazy idea that carbohydrates are poisonous. The Greeks knew. The Greeks fucking knew. Plato specifically and Socrates both knew that the sweet sauces rendered a man unable to care for himself or anyone else. And yet here we are thinking that more science is going to make that difference, and it's not. There's something else wrong. And the problem is that y'all don't know what science is. It allows someone like Fauci to get up there and say, if you don't believe in me, you don't believe in science. And nobody laughs. We're fucked. Because that's about the stupidest fucking thing you could say. spoken clearly by someone who has a rather perverse notion of what science is. I keep hearing, I still love this. Check this.
But you're not. You're suggesting the way I think of it, Greg, is you're helping people unfuck their thinking so they can spot it on their own. But it doesn't. But
Yeah.
the message is still true.
When Gerd Gigerenzer warns for 35 years that if medicine follows the methods of psychology, you're going to have a non-replicating body of bullshit science that's going to waste trillions of dollars and destroy medicine, no one listened. And I'm more interested into how it is that no one listened than the mechanics of chronic disease. You know, that cancer is a metabolic disease is fascinating. That it doesn't matter is also fascinating. And I'm really interested in the why it doesn't matter. So this picture here, never has there been an assemblage of smarter people. Never. And never have they voted on something more important, and never have they gotten it more wrong than those guys did. So I get the smartest assemblage of human beings ever deciding something vitally important to us today, and that is whether probability is ontological or epistemic. And by the way, the battle's been won. Probability is epistemic, not ontological. It is not a physical property of matter or energy. And one of the outcomes of that overwhelming realization within a group of people is it gave birth to AI. That's exactly what AI is. Exactly what it is. The realization that our knowledge is probabilistic in its nature, and this is baked into our science too. Science finds validation in the single space of the predictive strength of the conditional probability, where you have the probability of an outcome given initial conditions. That's the skeletal structure, and people are flummoxed by that. They're fooled by that. Fauci's fooled by that. Judges have been fooled by that. And yet I know that I can teach 10-year-olds that the probability of A given B is not necessarily equal to, and actually introduce them to a new symbol too. They've never seen it. Three bars and a slash outside of it means not necessarily equal. Can be equal, but has no obligation to equality. And that's the relationship of the probability of A given B versus the probability of B given A. That alone, that simple thing. And again, kids, we can get little kids to understand that the probability of it raining, given that it's cloudy, is not the same as it being the probability of it being cloudy, given that it's raining. They'll tell you it's cloudy all the time and doesn't rain, and I've never seen it rain without clouds, so they're clearly not the same. And yet, the United States Supreme Court got fucked over by that, fooled by it. The diagnostic fallacy of thinking that your sensitivity and specificity of your test suggests a high positive predictive value. Wrong. The prosecutor's fallacy. Again, and we've done this before, but this material, the problem is the defect in our primary and secondary education. That's a simple structure, as simple as the probability of A given B, is foreign to us all. And so it allows people to call shit science that isn't. And you want to look for it? Look for p-values. Find p-values and you'll find this problem. Find null hypothesis significance testing.
Probabilistic.
These approaches are used in AI for decision making. That's a powerful statement. Knowledge is probabilistic. That's a very powerful.
Listen. Let me. Modern science, as opposed to postmodern, the shit that won't replicate. But modern science, as we got from Bacon and Laplace, Newton, modern science is source and repository of man's objective knowledge. That knowledge silos in models. These models are conditional probabilities. Our scientific knowledge is a conditional probability. It doesn't look like, it isn't of the structure, if you throw sodium into water, it will blow up. What it looks like is the probability of it blowing up if you throw it into water is high. That's what it looks like. And to confuse that, and the university did, and it started with Fisher, and you know, the most glaring manifestation of it comes from Fisher and Popper, who are the undisputed kings of scientific inference and statistics. The orthodoxy in statistics is Fisher's in origin, and the philosophy of science is taught at the university and influenced Fisher by the same misunderstanding. These guys are determinists, and they fell for the toxic allure of certainty, thinking that science offered certainty rather than probability. The reality is deterministic. Our knowledge is probabilistic.
Say that last thing again. The reality is
deterministic. But our knowledge is the epistemic part is probabilistic. People think that the penny has this property of 50-50. And what's fascinating is that when I put it in a controlled environment on a precision machine flipper in a vacuum, and carefully place the penny, people on the setup will go, oh, I see what you're doing here. Yeah, look, I'm getting heads 99% of the time. What happened to the 50-50 property? Where did it go? Did the machine take it from it? Is it now in the machine? What happened to the property? Because this isn't the nature of specific heat, conductivity, mass, things that are properties of mass. It's fun. It's a neat thing to teach kids. What happened was that over the past 100 years, the university went down the route of thinking that science produced certainty, and a group of physicists and scientists and mathematicians developed the science of the management of uncertainty. The management of it's the science of the management of uncertainty. Briggs wrote a book called Uncertainty. It's very much on this topic. On the air and thinking, Clayton Aubrey wrote Bernoulli's fallacy, which is 300 pages of the probability of A given B is not the probability of B given A. You can't do that. You can't do that. And if I can sensitize kids to it, as part of that education, they would learn to laugh at a guy like Fauci that thinks that believing in science is believing in some individual in their pronouncements.
Why teach kids trigonometry instead of probability and statistics?
You know what? I would. You can make a powerful argument for teaching syllogisms and modus ponens, modus tollens, and that kind of stuff, and it happens in every geometry class everywhere on planet Earth, in every country, every language. Even the Muslims teach that. But what needs to be taught additionally is the structure of the probability of A given B, and what that looks like in terms of a Kolmogorov probability space. It's a real easy thing to see there too in the geometry of it. It's something that kids can grasp. But what we need to do next is show you instance of where that thinking isn't recognized, and so that you sensitize yourself to the failure. So that when a kid is told that there's a 95% sensitivity and a 92% selectivity to a test, that doesn't tell me that the positive predictive value of the test isn't super low. That's it. Your doctor doesn't know that.
That's scary.
Your doctor doesn't know it. Look at the Wikipedia article on confusion of the inverse, and it starts with a simple thing that was sent out to 100 physicians, and 95 got it wrong. They assumed that the chance of a malignancy was 75% when it was 7.5%, if you do the math right. And the problem is confusing the probability of A given B for the probability of B given A.
And no one wants to correct them because that error makes a lot of money.
There's a lot of that going on, but it's counterintuitive. I'll be frank. It takes some training, and the thing Clayton Aubrey says, the thing about the Jaynesian inference and that probability theory is the logic of science. The thing that made it so fascinating and rewarding to him is it was so wildly counterintuitive, and I understand that. We're trained in to the extent that there's any kind of training at all. It's wrong if it's coming out of the university. It's a weird thing to be told, hey, look, man, you took the AIDS test and it has a 98%. They'll tell you it's 98% accurate. And you go, what do you mean? You go, well, like 98% of the people that have AIDS will test positive. And it takes a special mind to know, wait a minute, that's on the assumption you have AIDS. I'm wondering if I do or not, and I tested positive. And it might be that figures 5%. But the money making comes in when you have these tests that have either a low base rate, or a high false positive rate. What happens is you buy in for the next round of testing, for the more detailed, the biopsy, the scan, whatever they've got. And that's a huge moneymaker, huge moneymaker. And when you spend the money and you get it turns out you don't have it, you're actually relieved. Imagine someone knocks on the door, you're all gonna die, and then you run outside and like, I'm just kidding. And you're happy. Oh, thank God.
And you think you're part of the 2%.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Tom Guerin, support high school debate. That's where I learned from logical and critical thinking. It is run by liberal teachers now and desperately needs thinking people to volunteer.
Yeah, I can teach traditional formal logic and critical thinking all day long and miss all of this. And I'm going to tell you, the Greeks missed it. And so I had this opportunity to get people in charge of curriculum for the overwhelming majority of charter and private schools here in the House. And my message to them is that the trivium and the quadrivium need a modern day amendment to reflect what we've learned about probability theory. So I can't blame any teachers for not teaching this stuff. I think Dale and I are the first to suggest that the replication crisis has its origins in a defect in what we teach 10-year-olds. And I only say that because I can teach 10-year-olds, like, look at the confusion of the inverse, where that's headed. 95 of 100 physicians fucked it up, all right? I can get 95 out of 100 10-year-olds to understand how he fucked it up. And it's going to be easier to teach them than doctors.
What's the flaw that needs to be corrected in the trivium and the quadrivium?
We need to introduce conditional probability, because that is the skeletal structure of modern science. And the Greeks didn't know that. Francis Bacon kind of knew it. Laplace fucking knew it. And then there was a counter-revolution to that. It was a counter to the scientific revolution. And it started probably with George Venn of the Venn diagram. And it included Ronald Fisher and Popper, and it was all out of the university. And it came with Hume saying that nothing could be determined with certainty, reasoning from the observed to the unobserved. In other words, induction won't return anything with certainty. For him, logic was all deductive or defective. And all that had to happen is someone needed to say, sit down, David, you're right. The arguments from the observed to the unobserved, these forecasts of a measurement, are probabilistic. That's the structure. And so our conclusions come from our premises with probability rather than certainty. And that's the difference between induction and deduction. And this desperately needs to be taught to children. Why? Because it is the skeletal realities of effective science, of modern science. And why do we want to teach that? We want to teach that because something that doesn't work is being taught as science. And that is that if your p-value is low enough, you can dismiss the null hypothesis, therefore the alternative must be true. That is eye-wateringly bad logic. When you pin people down, the people that purvey this shit, they go, no, I'm not saying you can do that. Of course you can't. And yet when you ask people, what does it mean? They tell you it means exactly the misunderstanding. It's used because of the misunderstanding.
That's nefarious. You said is the difference between induction and deduction needs to be taught. Is anyone doing that? Is anyone doing that?
Not really. Now, what we do is, not fair. In these logic courses, like the caller mentioned, you will see that. But what they tell us is that the deduction argues from the from the specific to the general, and the induction is specific to general. And I can play with that enough until it makes sense for me and I can memorize it. But it really misses the mark. What we need to teach is the conclusions of deductive arguments come with certainty, and in induction they come with probability.
Induction, they come with probability, you said.
Probability, yep. And that, again, that skeletal structure is the probability of an outcome given initial conditions. And what you do is adjust the defining and the experimentation through experimentation of initial conditions and outcomes until you get a really high probability. And at that point, there is an assumption made that we're approaching cause. And this is the exact structure of this is where your iPhone came from. This is where MRIs come from. This is science. The engineers hear what I'm saying and yawn. It's interesting too. James is interesting on this subject. He says you can convince physicists that they don't need a prior, that an inference scheme that doesn't use priors. And I don't want to get too deep into this and bore everyone to death.
It doesn't matter. Go ahead.
But he says that you can't do that to a physician, because to a physician that would be saying that a patient history doesn't matter, doesn't change the diagnosis. And it's funny, that is an actual tension in medicine. And I've mentioned on this show before, Will Wright's reaction to someone wanting an X-ray, not letting you know what it is that they're concerned about. Is the person having trouble breathing? Is this for a physical? Did they have leprosy? You know, what's going on?
You heard of something called this is off subject a little bit. Severes. Someone compared to Osgood-Schlatter's of the knee, but it's in your heel.
Yeah.
Am I saying it right?
Is it Severs?
Severs, maybe Severs.
Yeah, I've definitely heard of that. It's pretty common.
Yeah, I guess so. I was speaking to a doctor the other day, and I was telling my kid's ankle's hurting. He told me he's faking it for attention. But it went on for a year, so we got an X-ray, and he has this.
Show them the videos where you were having your kids see how far they could go up the stairwell and jump off.
And they'll understand.
Yeah. They should name it Sevy's disease.
Sevy's instead of Severe's. Yeah.
You know what, Sevy, you've both of us have inclinations to do things with our children that every vet knows you can't do with a puppy. And I would doubt it would be different for the problem is orthopedic.
Yeah.
You don't make the puppy do crazy shit, right? Caleb, you know that, do you?
Yeah, you can't let the wiener dog step off a curb; he'll break his back. I don't know. That's just. I mean, I'm speaking a bit in hyperbole, but we're terrified of our wiener dog jumping off of things because we're told that in old age it'll fuck their spine up. But how the fuck are you supposed to stop a 4.5-month-old rocket ship from? He jumps all over the place. I don't know how you would stop him.
That's the same issue we had with our border collie when she was a puppy. What do we do with this?
I have to explain, when the baby's holding your finger and you're walking with her, as you come to the stairs, the brick staircase, pinch the finger with your thumb.
Yes.
I have to explain that. Why? The fuck? You know?
It's gonna run down the stairs.
Tell me. Drop your face on the brakes and tell me what's going on.
Last night at 10 o'clock, Haley goes, or maybe 9 o'clock, Haley goes, "Hey, you need to take the dog out." The dog weighs 8 pounds. So I take the dog outside, and I'm just watching the dog, and I hear an owl, but it doesn't register. I hear an owl just so loud, like it's right next to me, but it's not registering. And Avi comes out and belts, "Holy shit." And I see him look up, and 30 feet up from us on a wire is an owl the size of a 30-pound dog, like an owl like this big.
What the hell?
Just watching my dog.
You better watch that dog.
I know, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Swoop in and steal it.
Joseph ran over and grabbed the dog. But I was wondering, and I could see him just watching the dog as it ran around the yard. And I was thinking, this thing's going to get so fixated on the dog, he's not even going to care I'm here. He's going to come down and grab the dog.
Might just attack you, and you'd run in the house, and then he'd get the dog.
I so don't want my dog to get taken by a bird. We so need a big dog. It's so stressful. It was the biggest owl I've ever seen. I've never even seen. I've seen him hiding in the trees around my house. I've never seen one just on the wire right above my yard.
You seen the video of the raptors dropping in on a cat?
No.
Yeah.
Orange Tabby will kick the shit out of a bald eagle coming in for a catch. He'd be
Really?
sitting there in a window just relaxing. And as the bald eagle's trying to get away, the cat's still trying to get some bird head. I was looking at my cat through the window at the front door. It's meowing, and we're making eye contact when two birds hit the window about 6 inches above his head, and he gets both birds. As I'm still hearing the noise of the thump thump. He's got one in his paw and the other in his mouth, and he gets both in his mouth. One's in deep, and the other one's got by a wing that's flapping, and he's running off. I'm chasing him through the yard. The one he lost and tried to catch again with the one in his mouth. And I finally got the one out of his mouth dead, and it sits on a paper plate dead somewhere out of his reach. But this cat reacted instantaneously to the opportunity of two birds hitting the window above his head with no startle. You know what I mean? There was no, he's just on the rebound. He's reaching back, trying to get free bird.
Free bird.
The birds were going to try to get the cat, and the cat got them.
No, the birds had the misfortune of flying into the reflection of the window where he was sitting, and the cat had them like as they hit the ground.
North Carolina driver tells 9/11, I just had a bald eagle drop a cat through my windshield.
Jesus.
It's not clear if the feline slipped from the eagle's talons or was discarded simply because the big bird didn't have a taste for it.
Did it kill the cat?
Yeah, they called the cat a carcass, the carcass of a cat. So I'm assuming it's dead. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. And Steph says owl took her wiener dog but dropped it. Yeah, this owl was not going to drop my dog if it took it. This thing was huge.
Look up owl versus cat or raptor versus cat. Bald eagle and tabby.
Jeez. There's all sorts of searches that come up. Cat versus bald eagle.
Yeah.
Oh, I see a still photo of it. Bald eagles are opportunistic hunters.
Well, they don't get away with sleeping cat.
Well, wow, this bald eagle is huge. Here's one. It looks like the cat loses.
Show me.
That thing is huge.
Jeez.
I think this cat has a death wish. Does he actually think he's going to hunt this eagle? It's a standoff. Oh.
Hold it steady, lady.
Oh my gosh. He's actually stalking him. Oh! Oh man! Oh, that cat's pissed. Get him!
God, that's a big bird.
Get him!
It's like a seagull with a nice.
Yeah, that's what's up, huh? Freedom chicken.
Yeah.
Is that what they
You're
call
a
bald
dummy.
eagles? Freedom chicken?
Yeah, they look kind of stupid from the front.
Okay. That was nothing happened there.
No. Eagle catches cat in Florida. Can an eagle pick up a 12-pound cat? Unlikely. I guess I just got to wait till the dog's 14 pounds. I didn't find it.
Is as many created with AI. I don't know. Well, I tell you what, man, our property in Idaho is crawling with bald eagles. In fact, we had one that we were trying to rescue, and it was just immature. It had jumped out of the nest, and it was like 2.5 feet tall, and it wasn't flying yet. And what happened was mom and dad forced it out of the nest and then left. And it was just walking around the neighborhood fending for itself. But I've got bald eagles in the trees. They fly by the house. And my cats rule the roost.
I think Maggie sent me a video of that baby bird like catching a snake or something.
They're crazy. We get a fantastic dose of them, and they're just enjoyable as hell. But they'll sit on a pier, one of the pylons, and eat a fish and chew on it and eat and just hold it in their talons and sit there and then fall asleep and actually see their head bob within the binoculars and sleep for an hour and then eat some more and fly off and leave a rotting fish on top of the wood. But we got them thick as thieves, and nothing's eating my cats.
Isn't it amazing that those were endangered species when we were kids, and they were, and then now you can see them. I've seen them in Santa Cruz. They're everywhere. I think the East Coast has a shitload of them too. They're everywhere. Yeah, same with polar bears. Remember, polar bears were going to go extinct because of global warming, and they have a 300% increase in population in the last 20 years.
They got down to just one polar bear left floating on a piece of ice somewhere.
Yeah.
Yep. Poor thing.
My cat is 26 pounds. Nothing's going to pick him up.
I've known cats that go pick them up. You cannot.
Maine Coons, probably.
No, it's the cat that no matter what you grab, is it turn around and bite you 42 times before you can put it down.
Oh, yeah.
I've had my own cat do that.
Yeah.
Cats suck.
Maggie told me one night we were moving in here, and one of the cats got in and was trying to work its way into the box springs by tearing out the liner. She goes, "I'll poke it with the broom when it shoots out. Grab him." I'm like, "All right." I'd been drinking. She poked it with the broom and I grabbed it, and before I could put it down, I had a problem. Day later, I had a temperature and felt like shit. It was an immediate antibiotic time.
Cat scratch fever.
Yep.
Is that one of your cats?
Yes, one of my good cats.
Which ones? Your cats don't do that shit.
Bean, it was the one that looks like a wild animal.
Oh, wow.
When I hit it with the broom, grab it. Chalk that up. It's the stuff people will do for pussy. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
I'm just trying to make nice. Okay, I'll grab the cat.
Great white hunter.
You don't just grab the cat. It doesn't work like that. And it's funny too. You look at, you're just watching the teeth sink into your fingers. Oh, and my hand, and the back of my hand, and the front, and you're trying to put the cat down, but you can't.
Here's a question for you. Greg, what's your first action since being back at CrossFit? Meaning if you were to come back and own it, what would be your first line of action?
I've got to reconcile the owners with the affiliates, which I said is like Trump sending over who's the
Kushner?
Kushner, yeah. Send it over little Jared Kushner to solve this thing with the Jews and the Muslims. I don't see it happening. I don't know. Look, it's easy for me to imagine myself as an affiliate. I always saw myself as the first. What does HQ have for me? What are the people that own the brand? What do they have to offer me? Well,
Well,
they're limited. They're limited by virtue of what I need and their talents. And the problem is they have no talents and I have no needs. And so what's my tolerance for them being in my back pocket, controlling my business, suggesting how I do things? What the fuck do they know about running a gym? The answer is next to nothing. Now their new guy does know something.
Greg, wouldn't the first thing to answer that question, something you can offer the affiliates, the private equity could offer the affiliates, is make sure that they put a tremendous effort in getting the mantle back as having the best trainers in the world and being the authority on movement and nutrition.
And then you can explain to the VC how that translates to a high profit business.
Oh, I see your point.
I would rather you sell franchises where people liquidate their 401k and not really care about Q 27, 28, 29, 30. I'm looking at Q 1 through 4, baby. The oversubscription model and the franchise models they're popular because they're so crazy profitable. I thought in my mind, Spa Fitness Center was poorly run because of 20,000 members, only 800 people had been there within the past year. I thought that was a sign of being poorly run. And so what I did was a counter to that model. And what we are is we're in the training business, not the gym business. And the gym business will make you filthy fucking rich beyond your wildest dreams by having 20,000 people pay for gym memberships of which the overwhelming majority, less than 5%, are availing themselves of that annual fee. Do you understand that? It'd be like, think of the game where you're Sears Roebuck and you sell a television set, but only 1 in 20 customers actually goes home with it. And you're going to come here and tell me you have a better model that improves the public's health? How about fuck off?
The market's only going to support what there's a demand for, right?
Okay.
And so I guess then the proof is in the pudding. Is there a demand for a training business as opposed to a gym business?
There is.
Okay.
Does that look like, where's the opportunity there? Is it for the purveyor? Can I start a business by employing a bunch of brain surgeons? You can. It can be done. It can be done. Be a large group and, blah, blah, blah. Is that where you're going to find the best talent? Far from it. What you're heading towards it, that giant practice of the billboard brain surgeons.
Did private equity try to run any gyms? Yeah, I mean, all the non-CrossFit gyms, all the big Globo gyms. That's all private equity, right?
Yeah, and they do a good job of it, and they really are excited. I mean, I had a Gold's Gym owner sit down with me and show me one of these faux marble, like the lab book, the black and white model, marbly looking faux cover that's on. Look, this thing. Sorry, I think there'd be a bunch of them sitting here. I'll show you a fake one. This pattern,
Yeah.
Okay.
God, that's an awesome. Let me see that again. God, that's awesome.
My iPad cover.
Genius.
Yeah, it's a Swedish idea. Keeps your iPad from getting stolen at the library.
That's awesome.
Was the advertising? Was this like a composition book? Anyways, he had a file of those of 5x7 cards, and what had happened was Alex Szabo came in one morning and the Szabos and Jakoviches were the largest of the Gold's Gym owners. They had all of them in the Bay Area, Hawaii, Bahamas, and around the country. They had more Gold's Gyms than anyone. They were very, very, very good at running Gold's Gyms. One morning, Alex rides his bike down from Oakland to Santa Cruz, and I'm there on a Sunday morning. I go, look, everyone here is my client. And he looks around, and he goes, they love you. And he goes, and I get you love them. Let me show you something. He pulls me into the office, kicks the door shut, sits down. He pulled the box that had this pattern on the 5x7 cards. Look, and he's looking through, and there's 1,000 cards, and what they are is they're Gold's Gym membership cards, and they have the PIF receipt attached, paid in full. And these people paid the $375, and this is in 1995, and haven't come and picked up their card yet.
Oh, wow.
And
Wow.
this is who I love. He goes, your people are using the fucking water. They make noise. They're using all the towels. They clog the toilet. And they make it crowded in here when we're trying to sell memberships. He goes, I hate your people.
Wow.
I'm like, wow. Lesson in reality, huh?
Yeah.
Thousands pay in full and never come back. Thousands. Now, present that to the board and they'll go, oh yeah, they'll get hard-ons and shit. That's it. Who doesn't like that model if all you care about is money?
I heard that about gift certificates. That's why if you buy someone, like 25% of all gift certificates that are bought for people aren't redeemed. That's why people love selling gift certificates.
When we were fly fishing, there were kids at this bridge pulling out trout by the fucking hundreds with corn and not just niblets on a fucking treble hook. And I'm like, wow, look at them go. And I go, does that work? Like, that's good. You can use corn. You don't have to fly fish. You just take a line, wrap it around your hand, and dip it in with corn on. You're gonna pull out trout.
I think you're frozen, Savon.
And he says, what if your idea is just to empty the river of fish? And I'm like, as a fisherman, that's kind of how I was thinking. I want to empty the river. No, it's a sporting thing. I was like, they go, look, that fly right there, it's the thing that we're trying to tie. I go, why don't we catch it and put it on a hook? And they go, that would be bait.
Right.
The whole thing is in the art of the tying the fly. And I go, oh, so we're trying to fool the fish. He goes, yeah, asshole, that's it. We're trying to fool fish. You got it. Like it was a tense moment. But I clearly wasn't understanding. If that's the fly they love, grab it, put it on a hook, no go. And look, you put corn, you just on a hand line, you catch all the fish you want. It turns out they're raised on corn and dumped into at the fisheries, they feed them corn.
Oh, wow.
And forever they would rather have corn.
That reminds me of like when you would
it's like kidnapping fat kids from the candy shop, you know?
Yeah. That's like the Knott's Berry Farm experience when you pay money for the stick with the string on it and there's just a piece of corn on it and you just put it in and you pull a fish out.
So in my camper, even though I'm a state certified Idaho fly fishing guide, because I went to camp for a week, I've got a shitty little portable telescopic rod and a couple cans of corn with a pop top. That was the hardest thing, is finding the pop top can. So if I see fish somewhere, I'm gonna throw some corn. I'm gonna try and empty the fish, the river of fish, and then put them back or something. I don't know.
That should be the first sticker that you put on the on your camper that says that you're a certified.
Yeah, a guide.
You pay a yearly fee to be part of some association now for that?
You know what I did? they had a course that was, I asked the guy that took me out because he was really knowledgeable. And he says that the world-class anglers in Victor, Idaho had a program, and you learn everything, bugs, hydrology. It was just fascinating to me from that perspective. And so I signed up for it. Then I thought, I'm going to be with a bunch of fucking guys that want to be guides, and I don't want to. So I bought the class out and loaded it with knuckleheads.
I know you invited me to be one of those knuckleheads.
I get you to go.
Yeah, couldn't get me to go. Where did you guys sleep on that?
When you have the resources to go places and take everyone with you, it's not no one can really go
because they got JOBs.
Yeah, and shit. Yeah. So I'm like, bring the job, bring the kids. I want to get back to Seychelles.
I'll go there. Hey, the last time you invited me to Seychelles, I couldn't go because I didn't have passports for my family. This time I have them.
Yeah, I've got other family like that too.
Make a note of that when you're making plans. Did you place getting your fly fishing license over creating CrossFit as a producer of accomplishment?
It was just a lark, and I'm glad I did it. I think if I'd seen the whole thing, I wouldn't have.
Oh, like if you knew what it was ahead of time?
Yeah.
That's like the hard work in raising kids. If they told you how hard it was going to be, you'd think twice about raw dogging.
Philippe launched 3 or 4 startups that sold for 9 and 10 figures to Fortune 100 companies, and he said with every one of them, if he'd had better vision, he would have given up. In other words, they ran into insurmountable problems that resolved with a Fortune 100 sale for 10 figures after being entirely repurposed. So dead end on a technology where people would say, fuck it, I'm done. They like, we can't. So repackage and sell.
With the different use?
Yeah, they were like the back end, the technology for the cell phone industry in image producing on the cell phones, and then on a Mother's Day they lost like 20 million photos of people that took them with their cell phones, and Sprint called them up to tell them it's over now, and they had the audacity to explain, well, why don't we just do the server, the file server side for you? And Sprint said, yeah, okay, but we want to buy the company. And they did.
Wow.
And Eric said we were going there to just get our asses chewed out.
And left rich as fuck.
Yeah, and Philippe says, let's make the case that, okay, we're not good on that side, but look how good we are. We can do better than you on file storage and management, even though we just lost 1 million pictures on Mother's Day. Eric said, I was telling him, I'm not going to get up there and say that. He goes, yes, you are. And he did, and it worked. So like, fuck.
Wow. Emma Weens, Greg, I coach at a CrossFit gym in Coeur d'Alene. People there are so healthy and fit and happy, unlike any other gym I've coached at. Think it's just the community in my gym, or is it the Coeur d'Alene population in general?
I don't know. What's your name? Who are you?
Emma Weens.
Emma. Yeah, Emma. When I travel along 95, and or if I'm at the Costco, and you're trying to pull out onto the state highway, people will slow traffic down and wave a whole bunch of people through. It's like shit like I've just never seen before. There's a politeness and a kindness to the Idahoans that's rather remarkable.
I remember when you first moved there that you had a dozen stories like that of just how kind everyone is.
Things I'd never seen before.
Yeah.
You know, like you're walking up to the Starbucks and the guy's holding the door and you're 150 feet away. And I'd only seen that in the Midwest before, where it's snowing out or icy and the guy's there and he's like, you're coming up and you're going to be there in 20 seconds, but he's going to hold the door for you. Or the waitress loaded that stops and makes small talk, you know, like just everyone has time for each other.
And the lack of security at that one store that you took me to, like if that store was in Oakland, that store would get cleaned out. What was that store? North 40?
Yeah.
They had just a aisles to the ceiling, you know, 50-foot, 100-foot aisle stacked to the ceiling on both sides of ammunition. And you just push your cart through there and knock boxes of bullets off into the shopping cart. I was like, holy shit.
Hell yeah.
It was crazy. I was like, what is going on?
There's nothing wrong with my Idaho. If I had a fixed and normal income, I'd live in Boise. It's not perfect, but it's got a lot going for it.
It's crazy what's been accepted as normal in California. You know, my dad lived in the Bay Area, and then he came down to our Home Depot here in Santa Cruz, and he couldn't believe that the shit wasn't locked up. He was so confused by that. I was like, dude, it wasn't locked up in your Home Depot just 3 years ago. It's nuts how quickly people accept that as normal, just to live with a bunch of criminals. You know what I saw yesterday, Greg?
You know,
I saw
Sebi, how bizarre is it that your family doesn't know that the genocide they suffered was
Bizarre.
Muslims trying to exterminate Christians?
Yeah, they think it's Turks trying to exterminate Armenians. I know, it's bizarre. It's bizarre. It's absolutely. I saw some. I was reading an article yesterday. It's the same 1,200 people who are committing 85% of the crimes in Oakland. Sorry, is it homicides? Homicides are crimes. It was a crazy article, and they know who they are.
Did you see the attack on the synagogue last night in New York?
No, but I did see Ken Griffin, who's worth $50 billion, said he's leaving New York and going to Florida yesterday. He's like, I'm done. $50 billion dude, hedge fund guy, Citadel.
You're talking about the synagogue that got the swastikas spray painted on it?
Yeah, and you look at the crowd, and they're actually battling the cops and beating Jews, and no arrests were made.
None?
None. And I'm like, this is like, everyone should see the movie Cabaret.
Several New York City synagogues and homes vandalized with swastikas. Police are searching for at least 4 individuals responsible.
Look at the crowd. Look at the crowd the cops are battling at the synagogue.
The cops wearing a yarmulke. I'm looking for the video of it. Anti-Israel protest with protesters clash with cops near. Oh boy. This is 11 hours ago. This is last night.
Jeez.
Standoff unfolds in New York City as protests outside a Manhattan synagogue spiral into chaos, with barricades shaking and police pushed to their limits. The flashpoint is an event at the Park East Synagogue, where a real estate gathering linked to properties in Israel has drawn fierce opposition. Protesters flooded the streets, chanting slogans that quickly turned explosive, including calls against Israel and the Israeli military. Chants like "Death to the IDF" and "Israel should not exist" echoed across the block, raising alarm over the intensity and tone of the demonstration.
They might not show it here.
Police moved in to contain the situation, holding back around 100 protesters behind metal barricades as tensions surged.
Yeah, this turns
Videos from the scene show officers pinned as crowds pushed forward, shouting "back up" while trying to break through police lines. Across the street, an almost equal number of counter-protesters gathered, holding signs defending Israel and calling anti-Zionism a hate movement. At the center of the protest is a deeper and highly controversial issue: the sale of land linked to Israeli settlements. Many protesters claim the event is promoting properties.
This one doesn't show any of the. I scanned through it. I didn't see any.
Yeah, I saw cops and Jew haters shoving each other, and my thoughts are: I put my hands up to a cop and give a push, and we're fighting back for it. I should be moments away from getting a stick in the mouth.
Let's see this one. I think this one might show it better.
Move forward. One step back. Move forward. Police line. Move back. Police line. Police line. We're running out of people. Police line.
Jeez.
What a mess.
You know what they need? You know what's missing?
Water cannons.
Yeah, then dogs.
Oh yeah, dogs would be great.
Shove the Allen wall.
Community affairs.
God, Mom Donnie's a train wreck. What a train wreck.
Amazing. You want to go to Miami with me on the 30th?
I'll be in Sacramento. I do want to go. I really do want to go.
I'm going to leave on the 29th and come back on the 31st.
I told Haley, I was like, God, I'd love to do that trip with you.
It's an up I'm really looking forward to.
You can but you can practice it here next week.
Yeah. Indeed. The kids come today, the Portland kids.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Yeah, that's super cool. All but Caitlin.
School? She has school?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, did they start to plaster your pool?
Yeah, they did the...
You said you were going to send me pictures and video. I really want to see that, dude.
Yeah, look, here's the... they just did the cold plunge and the one of the hot tubs.
When they start doing the pool, send me pictures and videos. I really want to see that because I know that's going to be an extraordinary effort.
It's pretty cool, man. I'm excited. It's a big moment when, you know, they put water in the pool. It's like, you know, like we don't have furniture in, but that's okay. The pool's full, right? You know,
yeah.
You live. You know, the kids will not care so much.
Each day, as each day passes, I'm really reevaluating going to San Jose and Santa Cruz alone for 8 days for the games. More chaos in Cali than Minneapolis. Santa Cruz is so nice. There's no chaos here.
Ken, I'm gonna commute every day from Santa Cruz to San Jose, and I have a box, and I'll bring you into the box, and we're gonna do dinner at my house one night with a whole bunch of people. I got Daz coming from Australia, and Daniel Chaffee's gonna be around. So I'm gonna do a little, you know, and with Mijo's burned down, I think I can lure them even more readily to the house.
Yeah, it's not open yet.
No, they seem to be super keen on catering in the interim, which I understand.
Yeah, Ken, Santa Cruz is going to be absolutely wonderful. San Jose will be good too. Don't worry. That area is
And my plan is to shoot over early and come back early every day. Probably.
All right.
The cool thing for me is that, and Dave asked if I wanted to participate in the opening.
I hope he insists and he doesn't ask you.
I can't even imagine what that's like, but it makes me laugh. Chaffee got in trouble like this. They said, well, they understood him inviting me to the French Throwdown, but you have to put the spotlight on him and let him say something. Like, you know, invite him, but don't let him talk. He's giving interviews and shit. It's funny.
All right. Thank you for coming on this morning.
You know why I'm going?
What?
You know why I'm going?
No, why?
Because I like so many of the people involved, and I don't want them to think that like this. It's not my disinterest isn't a boycott.
Right. Although I'm really, I'm not boycotting Miami either. Although I'm really interested and want to go, I just have a fiduciary duty, and I'm gonna have fun. It's gonna the NorCal where I'm going to that Sacramento event. It's Ben Alderman and Blair Morrison that put it on, and it's so cool.
Is it does it contribute to? Is it part of the game structure? Do they have?
Yeah. You can pass like a couple of the 2 boys and 2 girls. I think will go to the CrossFit Games from there, and maybe a team or something. I can't remember. But it's just a massive outdoor event. I wish you could go to it. I think you would love this thing.
Are there going to be any Africans this year?
No, they're not allowed to do CrossFit.
Yeah.
It's a white sport.
Working on it.
Come to NorCal, Greg.
2019, we got all those like.
Yeah, you had all the shades. You had all the shades of people in 2019.
But countries that most of the staff had never heard of.
Sevan, I started working on game shirts last night to calm your worries. Oh, thank you. That's awesome. Thank you.
Sick.
Don't be divisive.
Oh, great. This is what Greg
That's
at the opening
sure.
ceremony to everyone. Was I right about Floyd 19 or what?
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
God.
That would be crazy.
Hey,
Yeah, Greg threw the first DEI games. That's right.
a super senior SOCOM trauma doc, trauma surgeon, anesthesiologist was telling us about seeing George Floyd's numbers in the fentanyl level. And he says I have routinely the enormous privilege and pleasure of pushing 20 cc's into a line to stop someone's heart for surgery. And he says, and it stops long before I get it all in. And who? Everybody. He goes, the point at which you're no longer functional, and he says, and what they do is they get you on the ECMO and they do the heart surgery. Then I give the drug that counteracts the fentanyl so your heart beats again. And then they give you a shot into the heart and it beats. But he says, there are numbers that I look at and tell you, that's dead. That's dead. Because I stop the heart for a living so you can do surgery on it. And I know exactly what I'm putting in. And I know long before the 20's gone, your heart's not beating before it's in. And I know what the concentration is. He said George Floyd was way past that. Way past that. He goes, those are post-mortem numbers. They're drawing the blood from someone who has died from fentanyl. That's what those numbers are. And he goes, I know because I do that for a living. I stop and I start the human heart so cardiologists can sew on it.
The article I read is that his levels were 3 times what if they found someone at home dead, they would say they OD'd on fentanyl 3 times.
And I'm telling you, he says that when I stop your heart so you can do surgery on it, it has stopped long before you get to George Floyd numbers.
So what, he'd built a tolerance to it? Is that what had happened?
No, it has nothing to do with tolerance.
Can you build a tolerance to fentanyl?
I think it's almost insignificant.
Damn. It's really sad. The Derek Chauvin's in jail. It's so sad.
Using a technique that we can show in the training manual, illustrated. They have a name for it. It's called riding a knee. And its indication is when someone's like banging their head on the window of the car. You don't let someone sit there and bang the side of their head into the back seat. You pull them out and you hog time and put them back in, or you ride a knee until you get help. They ride the knee. And it's better than someone banging their head on the ground or a window. It's never been associated with a problem. There's no vascular surgeon nor anesthesiologist that thinks that closing one side of the neck can cause death. There's no one in jiu-jitsu that thinks that.
Right.
You've got to get both sides.
Imagine the riots if they let him out. They need to let him out.
Probably everybody forgot about him.
They need to let him out. You know, he was stabbed the first day they let him out and used the library. He was stabbed by a guy 11 times, and the guy was a former FBI informant. I can't believe he survived that.
Have you followed what Connecticut's doing for homeschooling?
Oh, I think I have been.
It involves visits to the home and evaluations of the home and the parents.
Yeah, I think California is going to try to follow suit.
When the Civil War happens, my side's going to shoot school teachers, public school teachers.
Homeschooling in Connecticut currently requires minimal state oversight, but new legislation passed in May is set to introduce mandatory yearly registration and in-person notification and background checks for parents, likely taking effect in 2027.
That's
Parents
great.
must teach required subjects, keep attendance portfolios, and are responsible for costs.
You think a background check it includes what your political contributions have been to Republican candidates?
100%.
Of course it does. Because you need to check that to make sure you're not a terrorist. Dude, the Southern Poverty Law Center was calling Catholics terrorists, extremists.
They're the ones that just got busted, right, for having informants in the KKK.
Yeah.
If that happens, if Chauvin's released, Minneapolis will look like Hiroshima.
Well, then do it. They'd burn their own town to the ground, huh?
Yeah,
I think that's well worth it. If I thought he was guilty, I'd turn him loose if they'd promised to burn their city to the ground.
God, that's scary. The Connecticut thing.
Imagine thinking it's okay to keep a man in jail for something he didn't do, because there's gonna be disruption if you let him go.
Yeah.
That's some lefty group think. That's collectivism right there.
Yep.
It's a supreme case of A and B deciding what C should do for D.
And it's really sad for him and his family.
I want to point out again that everyone that's talking about threats to the democracy, damage to the democracy, those are the people trying to take your liberty away. Democracy is the language of the tyrant.
And always has been.
Yep. Yep. Lynch mob is democracy in action. Witch burning and is democracy. Lynching and witch burning, two proud democratic institutions. That's correct, Matt. Our founding fathers had these overarching fears of mobs, mob rule, what people call democracy, and state religion. Wiser men than we have around today, with few exceptions. It's been a long morning.
Say that again. It's been a long morning.
It's been a long morning. It's good.
Yeah, we did. We covered a lot of turf. I like it when we cover a lot of turf.
Come visit before we bail here.
I know. I want to.
Just jump on a plane and come. Bring the little dog.
Oh God, your kids are gonna love this dog. I wonder if you're gonna like this dog. This dog is cool.
They're cute.
Yeah. Oh, that means he doesn't like it, Caleb.
No, hurt.
Well, he's like Parmesh, but with an IQ. Like he's got like an IQ of like 20.
Paramesh was like a 14% praying mantis.
Yeah.
A little odd.
Chauvin isn't married. His wife divorced him in 2020, right after Floyd. I'm guessing. I would guess that was done for financial reasons.
I would assume so too.
Yeah. To protect, so they couldn't come after him civilly and take his shit.
Correct.
Take his wife's shit. All right. I'm off like a prom dress.
All right, guys. Bye, Caleb.
All right. Thanks. Greg. Thanks, Greg.
Come see us.
Roger.
All right, guys.
Greg Glassman, gift to humanity. Oh, that's a good question. Is he going to bring the sugar gliders here? That's a great question.
What the hell?
You know what those are?
Yeah. Those are bizarre little animals.
9.2 out of 10. Wow, okay.
I got stuck in Trulia looking for houses.
Is there a show live on the just now you did?
Yeah.
Is there a show live on the
CF network?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, go over there.
Bryson's coaching show, I think. It might be over by now. Yeah, it's over.
Oh, damn. 6 out of 10, you didn't challenge him at all, you puss. Where should I have challenged him? I think I did challenge him a few times. I think on the private equity thing I challenged him. I don't know if challenge is the right word. Because I think Bruce can do it. Where did I not challenge him? Pat, you're stuck in. Be fair, be honest. You're stuck in perpetual challenge mode. You're the kind of dude. Let me just guess. Be patient with me here. You're the kind of dude. Someone makes you mashed potatoes, and you're like, man, these are good, but they could use a little more butter, or they could use a little more garlic. You always got to throw in your 2 cents. Am I right or am I right? Pat, am I right or am I right? How come James Hobart doesn't get numbers by his name? And everyone else got the numbers.
What are you talking about?
What's he know about YouTube? Look how like Rambler 5900, Jeff Birchfield is Birchfield 1370, and then look at Hobart.
He does have numbers.
He does?
James Hobart II.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Pat doesn't have him either. That's weird. Neither does Clock Cutter. How come some people get like some fucked up number?
Probably because either auto-generated a handle or they made it themselves, just put numbers on it.
This doesn't even make sense. I only challenge questionable shit. I mean, everything's questionable. Everything is questionable.
Why?
MSNBC told Pat that George Floyd had an extraordinary high tolerance of fentanyl. Therefore, fentanyl couldn't have killed him. Chauvin did.
LOL.
I looked up. It says you can build a tolerance for fentanyl really quickly, and it goes away as quickly as it came. I don't know. Pat was referring to George Floyd as a large man. I don't know if there's a relationship between fentanyl use and size. That's a huge misunderstanding with a lot of drugs with people. Like, it doesn't matter if you give an elephant a dose of acid or a human. The size of the body isn't a determinant of the effect. I remember reading some story on that one time.
Some drugs are measured by weight, but I don't think fentanyl is. I think fentanyl is just a dose. Like Narcan.
I'm in Kenme, Bunkport, and Boston starting tomorrow through Sundays. I'm so tempted to meet Patty in person. Hit a round of golf with them. Live stream it on Instagram. That would be awesome. God, I have so many fun stories, but I want to save them for when Taylor's here. Are you does the California does the Los Angeles mayor's race populate in your Twitter? Do you see Spencer Pratt's shit?
No.
Oh, it's crazy.
What's it about?
It's crazy. He's this guy whose home burned down in the Palisades, and he's just going to war with oh shit. Look at this video. Jeez, God, Twitter's amazing. Social media is amazing. This is a gender pay gap explained. This is a men's amputee soccer team playing against a girls soccer team.
Muy bien, la número 11. Y ahí va Canallas en esta. Si la hace bien puede ser, sale el arquero, revienta muy bien. Guarda que ahí se escapa el número 7, si la hace bien. Sí, puede ser, le pegó.
The dudes with one leg beat the girls with 2 legs.
That's brutal, dude. That's so bad.
Body size does affect fentanyl. Body size affect fentanyl effects.
Effect.
You You did a quick Google search on that?
Like you ever watch the U16 men's team play, or like some local U16 men's team play against the women's national team?
Yeah. Even when it had that rapping whore on it. She was
Yeah.
on the team.
Sucks.
My Twitter never has beaver. My Instagram is like just beaver impacted.
Impacted, huh?
It's just anytime I scroll up on Oh yeah, that's funny. As soon as you said that, this popped up in my Twitter feed. University of Washington women's soccer team just lost to a team of under 14-year-old boys. It's crazy. And you know that girls' soccer team had some dudes on it too. That's crazy. Instagram key softcore porn. Yeah, softcore porn. Yeah, totally. I want to find one of those Spencer Pratt commercials. Where is that? Where is that commercial?
Imagine living on 20 acres in the middle of Montana, half-mile away from power, and there's still an HOA.
Wow. You found that in Trulia?
Yeah.
God, did you see Mark Rubio's press conference yesterday?
No, is it bad?
So good. He's so fucking good. He's so good. I think that even the Democrats would love him. He's so good.
He's a fan favorite.
God, he's so good. He's so sober.
What is that? Oh.
My God. Oh, my God. Long Island child therapist pleads guilty to disturbing videos of infants being raped. Renee Hoberman, a children's therapist on Long Island, just pleaded guilty to uploading and receiving trading videos of babies and kids getting raped. She admitted to sharing disgusting videos that show tiny infants tied down and brutally raped. God, videos like that exist in this world?
Jesus Christ, dude.
This evil woman worked directly with children every single day and so-called therapist. I thought it was a tranny. God damn.
Death penalty immediately.
Is the stock market? If you partook in the Louisiana Purchase in 1803, you would be up 99 million% in just 2 short centuries. The land went from 15 million to $20 trillion. Oh, there's my sport. Wow, that was an incredible pitch.
Shohei Ohtani. He's very good.
I'd have never swung at that.
No.
No.
Hmm.
This is a good question. What's the comparison to CrossFit? Where would the boys' teenage champion finish in the women's division? I always wonder if I can beat the 65-year-old women.
Probably could.
I need to do that. That would be a great video series. I just take the women's like from the Legends comp, do their workouts and see if what place I finish in. Or see if my kids can do it. I think they'd beat my kids. I don't think my kids can deadlift what they can deadlift.
They've all got Seaver's disease.
Dave and Greg love pointing out that I overtrain my kids.
Really?
Okay, let's finish on this. I've never even seen this before, but I just like the title of this. Ladies, here's a question. If you didn't have a vagina, how would you keep your man? Okay. This is a topic interests me.
Let me ask you a question. Here's a question. Here's a good, serious question. Okay, ladies, if you didn't have a vagina, like say it was a terrible train accident, right? And the doctor was like, we have to pussy right away, or you're gonna die. How would you keep your man past, you get a 2-month guilty, I can't leave the bitch right away because you just lost a pussy in a train accident. Can't just walk right out on him. How would you keep your man past that if you didn't have a vagina? Wow. Nothing? You can talk. You can talk. Suck his dick. Okay. Mouth. Asshole. Okay, great. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, I've been getting pussy beaten the whole show, right? But I give women the opportunity to say, I'm going to make myself worth more. But you just classified yourself as a series of holes. But I'm supposed to treat you special, but you're just a bunch of holes to yourself. No one said learn how to play Xbox, learn how to play pool. That got a pussy to come on in. Well, look, whatever. Let me ask you.
Damn.
Play Xbox.
Wow.
That's funny.
All righty. All right. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Check the other channels, Coffee Pods and Wads. Clinton Things. CF Network. Barbell Spin. Be Friendly. Mesa and Maya.
They're not even doing shows anymore.
The Caitlin twins. What was their show called? In the House?
No clue.
Lauren Khalil. Oh, who do I have on tomorrow? Do I have Abigail Doman on tomorrow?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, no, Bradley Alcock. Oh, this is going to be good. The guy who's coming on tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. won the Legends in his age group. I want to say it was 35 to 40 or 30 to 35. I don't know. But anyway, after he won, I walked up to him and congratulated him. And he said, you said on your show that I got a face that looks like it needs to be punched. This guy could fucking tie me in a knot. This guy looks like he's done prison time. He's got the tats and the haircut that's like to avoid lice and shit like that. I'm like, all right. I doubt I'd say something like that. He's like, no, you did. I'm like, no, that was probably Caleb.
I would definitely say so.
Yeah, go check out Talking Elite Fitness. They were just joking. Oh, and of course, check out Corey Leonard. Second best wingman in sports podcast. After you, Caleb.
Thank you.
Susie called me last night and said, oh, it's so nice to see Caleb back with his one-liners. Yeah. Corey Leonard will be on at 9:15 with Scott Schweitzer on Clydesdale. Go over there and give Scott and Corey a hard time. I love it when Scott's talking logic in the audience. I'm really become attuned to that. I just love seeing hosts get tortured when they're like speaking logic, and the chat's just fucking just stuck in their feelings. It's awesome. All right. Trying to think if there's anyone else in the space that does podcasts. Anyone else do live shows? Who does live shows? There's that show that Claire Bays is on that I keep seeing pop up in my with the guy CJ from Wad Prep, who I really fucking respect now.
Isn't just Wad Prep?
I respect the shit out of him now. I was kind of like pissed at him for something that I saw that he was saying about Greg, and then I saw he made a post about it, being like, "Yeah, that was a fuck up," in regards to the Floyd 19 shit.
Yeah, they just did a show yesterday.
That was the one where John did the cockadoodle do. I think their show is live. Is that show live?
That is live. What did he do that for?
My favorite part of the day is staring into Cajun Corey's eyes. Who else do I have on? So Bradley Alcock on Thursday, Friday Abigail Doman, Saturday Kill Taylor,
Is there actually going to be Kill Taylor on Saturday?
Tuesday Paige Powers. Yeah, I think I don't know. Who knows? Hi Ari. Dallin Pepper on Monday. Jason Hopper on Thursday. Hi. I'm just getting off.
Oh, I came to see you, but if you're getting off, that's great.
Are you training right now?
No, Nico's not here yet.
My kid's gonna enter his first wrestling tournament in town.
I'm doing it?
I was gonna sign you up.
Oh, okay, I'll do it. I don't know how to. I know how to wrestle, but I don't know what
The rules.
Yeah, I know this.
It would be awesome if you got kicked out for choking someone out in a wrestling tournament. That'd be crazy. Corinne on Wednesday. No, I have Greg on Wednesday. I don't really do spouses.
They have their own show.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I know one thing is that if like someone shoots on you and you get out, that's 1 point. That sounds so dumb.
If you shoot on someone
and they escape, that's 1 point for them.
No, you have to be taken down.
No, it's 1 point for them if they escape and I shoot.
But do you get points for taking them down?
But
Yeah.
no, if I
You get points for taking them down, and if you get taken down and then escape, that's a point. But you have to be taken down to get the point to first the escape.
Oh, you know more than me. That's
Yes, I probably do.
Wrestling involves pinning an opponent's shoulders to the mat for a fall
I know
or,
that. Mm-hmm.
or accumulating points through takedowns, escapes, reversals, and near falls. Matches typically last 3 periods with the highest score winning. You have to stay in bounds, avoid illegal holds, maintain control without using prohibited moves. You're definitely going to get kicked out.
Yeah, I know.
No full Nelsons, buddy. Only halves.
Well, we can go over it today. Anyway, it'll be good. It'll be fun for you to go over there and just
see if I get kicked out or not.
No, I have a feeling that those kids are going to have their handfuls. I mean, of course, you're overtrained.
That's funny. That'd be great 3 Playing Brothers video.
Are you healthy?
Yeah.
Right.
I've just been eating tuna, colostrum, and milk for breakfast and dinner, lunch.
And eggs.
And eggs, yeah. No, tuna. No, actually, tuna's not for breakfast. It's fried eggs. 2 fried eggs.
Tell me all the things you eat in a day. So you eat tuna, colostrum.
So fried eggs and milk,
Yeah.
and then whatever I have.
I see carrots on the counter a lot. Do you eat carrots?
No, and whatever I.
Do you eat cucumbers? I see cucumbers on the counter a lot. No.
I don't eat cucumbers.
You know, it'd be a good 3 Playing Brothers video.
What?
What you eat in a day.
Oh. Should we do that? What we eat in a day?
I mean, sometimes I always snack.
Like, what's a snack? Uh-oh, this sounds naughty. I order you steak burritos sometimes after jiu-jitsu.
Sometimes, yeah, that's kind of like a snack. Burritos are so good.
Yesterday, $300 worth of tuna showed up at the house. Natural catch.
Jesus Christ.
I think Ari and I are the only ones who get excited. I think my wife just looks at us like we're crazy.
Two fried eggs for breakfast, milk, and then whatever I have after that, I'll have water and colostrum, and then I'll have tuna, water, and colostrum. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, colostrum.
Colostrum for lunch, and then for dinner, I'll have the same thing. Maybe some steak with that, but that's it. Or sweet potatoes. That.
Hey, sorry, Ari, to hijack your
No, it's okay.
your dietary needs. I want to show Caleb what I just got in the mail yesterday. I got this in the mail yesterday. I'm going to take a picture of me standing next to it. 36-foot pole saw.
Jesus.
What the hell do you need that?
Because I was cutting that tree down the front yard. It's crazy.
That's a lot of work.
It's crazy. I was cutting these huge branches. And so now I don't have to get on the ladder, and I just stand off to the side a little bit, and this thing goes so high in the tree. I'm going to take a picture of me standing next to it fully extended. It's hilarious.
Wait,
Yeah, that's
36
wild.
feet?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Oh my god.
Let me show you one other thing too. This thing is crazy. Look at this thing. I told Greg I was going to get a pole saw, and he goes, I want to get one too. So he sent me this one. Look at this one.
What the hell?
Doesn't fall back.
Sawing redwoods?
Up a little bit more actually.
A
Check
little
this
bit
out.
more actually.
And this is just keep going. Very nice engraved logo. Locking mechanism and huge handle.
$1,400 pole saw.
What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 strokes. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Greg and I are in different brackets. He's getting a $1,400 pole saw that can cut a fucking 8-inch diameter branch in 9 strokes.
You just bought a $200,000
10 actually.
2 of them.
Ken Walter says you sound like his wife, Ari. That was awesome. Sounds like my wife when Amazon delivers. Why the hell do you need that?
Why the hell do you need more clothes, woman?
Russian pole dancer. Russian pole saw. Oh,
I gotta go.
Time for eggs. Okay, me too. All right. I'll see you guys later. Caleb, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Yeah, bye-bye.
Steroids, they're the sledgehammer. Loud, aggressive, smash your system and deal with the fallout later. You don't want mood swings and roid rage. What if there was another way? A smarter way? Biomax peptides, the scalpel, precise, targeted, working with your body, not overriding it. Support for recovery, better sleep, more control over appetite and body composition, hair health. We can even fix your limp biscuit. Biomax peptides. Reach for the